All right, good afternoon, everyone. I want to believe that if you're on this call right now, my audio should be. I want to believe that my audio should be coming to you quite clearly and my video feed also. So, good afternoon, everyone. So this is going to be our market review session for the week. All right, so I won't be taking too much of your time. All right, so let's just look at the US dollar first. All right, and let's have an analysis and just understand what exactly we are seeing happening right now across different commodities. Okay, so this DXY on the 4-hour chart is basically the US dollar index showing us the strength on the US dollar. So let's see what exactly be expecting currently or possibly even during the course of the week on this guy. All right, so as opposed to what we do on Thursdays when we have streams where we'll be going down to maybe 15 minutes or lower. For these streams, basically, I'll be sticking with the higher time frames, daily 4 hours, maybe 2 hour time frames, to just give us a weekly bias, to be able to give us a direction exactly that I'm expecting the market to move during the course of this week. So let's start like this. So US dollar already supply region. We've seen that drop from there. Price broke below these lows around here. This around price broke below this lows, all right, but we still got to see movement from this previous pivot region around here. So I want to see on the 4 hour chart, right, from the looks of things, we might get to see a continuation towards the downside on DXY. All right, but I want to see how far exactly we should expect that to last. And from what I'm seeing here, it might not really last as much because basically what price is most likely doing right now is trying to recover this or cover up this FEG left behind here from this impulsive candle. All right, checking a minute. Yeah, from that impulsive candle. So, working based off of that, there's possibility for us to eventually get to see, price come down maybe towards this end. Something like this. I want to watch out for that, but still, let's look at it a bit better. From the daily time frame, rather, even on the 4 hour time frame, you still be able to see that most likely it looks like dollar has been quite bullish, or the DXY rather has been quite bullish. All right, and since I've not seen price break this year, since I didn't get to see a break above here, all right, I hope you're with me. Since I didn't get to see a break above here, I think it's very likely that we might get to see a possible reversal happening very soon off of DXY, possible reversal happening very soon off of DXY. So I think for the meantime, all right, at least till possibly the end of the day, maybe even till tomorrow, I think I'll be quite bearish on DXY. I think I will be bearish on DXY. So I think I'm watching out for something towards here at least. Let's put it to something towards here at the very least currently on DXY. Again, I've explained the reason why this is my current bias. We didn't get to see price break out of or above this high. Or rather, we're going to see a drop right from this level, telling us that price is most likely trying to recover this FBG left around here. So I think we'll just be watching for that to play out. Let me move this here. I think we're just watching for that to play out during the course of the week. I was trying to check the line chart if I'll be able to see any regions, any private regions that would be interesting for us, but nothing of much importance to me right now. So I think for the meantime, I'll be quite bearish on DXY. I'll be expecting a weaker dollar for the meantime. It might not last long, but still, that'll be my current bias. All right, unless we get to see price give us a good enough reaction towards the upside from let's say here. So let's say anywhere around here. We have just used this or now again, this is just an indices or an index chart rather, so not any commodity or anything. So please have that at the back of your mind. Preferably let's use this one. Yeah, so at least until maybe the beginning of this region, that will be where my bearish bias might start waning. So let me move this a bit better. So something like this at least towards the downside. Then I'll be looking out for possible buys from it. But unless I get to see that being broken, I don't think I'm watching out for unless I get to see like this place rather being respected. That was what I wanted to say. Unless I get to see a respect of this region from there, I doubt the fact that we're going to have any concession towards the upside. It's very likely that the dollar will just continue bearish right from there. But for the meantime, right, I think we're going to still be seeing bearishness in the next few hours, maybe days on DXY. Right, so quickly let me just move as fast as possible to BXY, the Great British Pound Currency Index, and that was something I did quite a few weeks ago. Quite a few weeks ago, actually. So, yeah, let's just say about 2, 3 weeks ago. But currently, we are seeing bearishness from this guy on, the higher time frame. I think that also still works for the meantime. I think that also still works for the meantime. Um, Maybe not too far. Let me move this. Maybe not too far. Sorry, let's use this instead. Let's watch out for this current support here. All right, so maybe we'll get something towards this end, and then possibly we get to see a push towards the upside. I do not think that this bearish move would last longer, or would last too long, rather. That's what I'm trying to say. So it bites itself sort of scenario. So at least for the meantime, I think I'm still going to be quite bearish on BXY. For the next few hours, possibly I'll still be off few days, rather. I'll still possibly bearish on BXY. And maybe around Wednesday or Tuesday, which is tomorrow, we should get to see some level of strength of this guy. All right, so let's quickly go to AXY. Please note we're still going to go to the different currency indices themselves. Sorry, different currency pairs themselves. We're just looking at the individual currency indexes or indices, rather, to have an idea of what exactly we expect each commodity or each currency to play out as, whether we expect the dollar to be strong or the pound to be strong and all of that. So that basically is it. For AXY, let's see, I will place this properly. I'm tempted to go a bit lower for this. All right, so if that was my previous low, allow me to feed this whole movement. All right, now the reason why I'm using that as my low is because we got to see that price actually gave us a clear break above this one here. All right, a clear break above this high here. All right, so that's why I'm actually picking that as my low in that wise, and then we can still get to see some level of correlation between that, especially with the fact that we're seeing some level of rejections from here. Price still seems to be struggling around this point, right? Price still seems to be struggling around this point, so it's very likely we will get to see price maybe do something like this. I think this is what I'm watching out for. So level of strength also on AXY soon. Just need to get in there good enough push from where we are right now on AXY. So let's quickly look at CXY, Canadian Dollar Currency Index. Let's see. So after CXY, we'll do deep white basket, and then we're going to the currency best together. So for CXY, I think I was expecting this eyes to be strong. Not going to see that. For the meantime, it looks like we will most likely continue bullish. So let me just quickly allow me to quickly check something on AXY. All right, let's just see how that plays out. Let's just see how that plays out. For AXY, sorry, for CXY rather. Let me come to the 12-hour time frame. From what I can see here, it looks similar to what we just saw, on AXY. I see some level of price currently struggling to, go lower. But even though it seems like it wants to, I see that price is currently struggling with that. Even though we want to see a sweep of liquidity from this previous low around here. Right, so even though we're going to see that switch from this low, all right, we are still struggling to go lower from that point. So I think for now we might watch out for price to possibly push towards the upside. But let me just come to the 1 hour time frame. I think for the meantime, we can just watch out for a possibility of something like this. Maybe we get to see price. I don't want to go I don't want to go to a lower time frame than this rather. So this should work for the meantime. We might just get to see a short retracement. I'm not going to give any regions for this. Just watch for a short retracement towards the upside, and then we would see, or we should be expecting to see the continuation for the sell. So anywhere in this week, in the week of this week, in the wake of this bearish candle rather, we should get to see that bearishness from there. All right, but I just expect it to just rise a little bit anyway. And then we get to see that sell on CXY, sell continuation on CXY. So that is correct. Also, I'll go to JPY basket now. Then we'll start with gold. We'll start with gold. All right, so for JPY basket, I think I think this was last week. This is what we're expecting on JPY basket last week. Why? All right, so let's see it on the daily time frame and expect and see what exactly we expect the JPY basket to uh do for this week. These guys have been taken out, so let me remove this for the meantime. Okay, this, let's see, I think we have some interesting, yeah, we do. This will be our next possible point for a very, very quick retracement, or a very short retracement rather. Uh, Price is very much in there already, so let's come to the 4 hour time frame. Let's see. Okay, for JPY basket, I think this is what we should watch out for in that one. Let's see. I'm coming. I'll still need to work on this, but let me just, because this is still okay. That one's connected also. We shouldn't use it. I'm going to remove this guy here. Oh, interesting. So I think for me, I'll be a bit more comfortable if I use a different region. So let me mark out here. Here. Yeah, so let me mark out this region. So I think I still want to watch out for prices still pump up a little bit here. So something like this is what I'm expecting on JPY basket right now. Possibly up to here. And then so just yeah, I'm just waiting out for price to come into this supply. We get our retracement from that supply, and then price continues bullish. All right. So we can use rather, I need this old point here. Right. So very good. We have this being quite loud here. So again, this is just this is just the index chart for the JPY basket. So I don't necessarily expect you to trade this, but at least you should be able to understand. Or you should be able to know, okay, am I expecting the dollar to be strong this week, or am I expecting weakness from the dollar at this point in time, weakness from the pounds or whatever commodity, whatever currency rather you're trading. So anyway, for JPY basket, this is what I think I'm working with for this week. So a sell to buy, so to speak, on JPY basket. So all that being said, all that long story being said, let's go to gold. Let's start from gold. So now is the actual market review. This is when the more interesting quote unquote parts are going to be starting from. So what exactly do we expect on gold right now? So you're seeing a lot of buys currently on gold. If you are opportunity to also maybe be conversant to what's going on with crypto, you realize that between just the weekend, we've seen massive drops from ETH, massive drops on BTC, and some other quote unquote big guys like that also. And yeah, whereas you're seeing that gold is buying, or gold is getting stronger. What that should tell you rather is the fact that many people are possibly moving their money from crypto or putting it into gold as a safe haven, right, to protect their funds as it was, or at least make profits, as the case would be. All right, so let's see for gold on the daily time frame. Definitely, I think I will still be very bullish on this guy. But this week, all right. Now let me just quickly highlight something on the. Just quickly highlight this on the daily time frame first. I'm going to mark it out, and I will explain why exactly I marked that point out. Yeah. So let's come to the 4 hour time frame. All right. So do we have any interesting points for us here? Basically, what you're seeing right now on gold is just the normal, impulse retracement, impulse retracement, impulse retracement, continuing like that. So I'm working based off of that. When I say very, I mean I am immensely tempted to pick up this region around here for where I expect the next retracement to go to. Sorry. All right, so something towards this end. Even though I'm overall bullish, I think I'll be watching out for bullish entries, or more bullish entries rather. If we get to see something like this, I'll get the continuation for the buy. Now, why exactly is this my current bias? So let me go back to the daily time frame and explain why I said I was going to that candle I marked out on the daily time frame. Now, what this candle gets to tell me is that for this part, even though the candle closed bullish, all right, we had a longer wick to the upside. Now, what this gets to tell me is that, okay, let me even delete this, that will see the two of them well. This one hasn't closed, though. This one closed in the next 9 hours. This last candle again from there hasn't closed, right? What this gets to tell me is that there were many people trying to sell. All right, even though the buyer still won at the end of the day for this bullish candle, right? There are still many people trying to sell. Right, so you had a longer way towards the upside and a shorter way towards the downside and a small body, right? Which is what's the word, anatomy, right, of a rejection candle. You might call it the hammer or angi man, whatever one you want to call it, right? So, which is the basically just a rejection candle. And that gets to tell me that we should still see, and you're still seeing something like that. You're still seeing some level of sales even from that point. So we should still see, maybe a little bit of a drop. All right, towards the downside. I think for me, my bias on gold right now would still be fairly bearish, but that's just for a retracement anyway. Overall, I'm bullish, but I'll just watch out for something like this. So I'm all right, maybe looking at this happening. This again on the 4 hour time frame. Let me show that a bit better. So something like this is what I'm watching out for on gold right now. It dropped towards this point, right into this region around. Let me give us the coordinates for my overall demand zone. So if you are a swing trader, this might be something that will be interesting for you to watch out for. Between 2760.17 and 2744.80, 2760.17 and 2744.80 will be my overall buy, entry again. Or my buy entry on gold right now. So I'm just watching out for sweep below here, or sweep of this low rather price coming, and then we get to see from there. All right, that would definitely will be, invalidated if I get to see price breaking. That definitely will be invalidated if I get to see price breaking above this high right now. As price is moving right now in the next few hours, get to that the candle closes above here, then that definitely will be validated. But for the meantime, I think this will still be what I'll be working with. So all that is clear for gold. All that is clear for gold. Let's go to USD card. Let's go to USD card. All right, I think for USD, a lot of USD pairs, GU, USD card, I think USD GPY also, EU, AU, and so on and so forth. There was this very, very interesting massive gap that we got to see happen when market opened. All right, and there are many things that could cause that. One basic one of the one of the examples of things that could cause those massive gaps that you get to see, or that causes those massive gaps as it was, is when you get to see maybe during the weekend there were things that happened that could have affected the economic condition of a certain country or a certain power as it was, all right? And then the market is just currently reflecting that when it opens, all right? So maybe as market close on Friday nights, Saturday, Sunday in the morning and all of that, you got to see that maybe the US said something or Donald Trump said something, all right, or somebody just did, the big player, so to speak, did something, and then when market opens, you get to see those gaps. So there are many reasons actually why those happen, but that's just one of them. I want to see this on the daily time frame. Now, the same way you interpret fair value gaps, all right, is actually a very good way to also interpret this type of gap. So in this case, this voids, let me call them voids for the meantime instead of gaps. These voids, all right, can actually either work as a point for liquidity to be swept from, or they can actually work as supply or demand in the sense of this. Let me show you what I mean. So if, for example, you have let me see this whole point here. So if, for example, you have price eventually coming here and doing something like this, then definitely you see that this has just acted as a point for liquidity to be swept from. If at all you have a big price doing something like this, continue towards the upside, then you know that, oh, this has acted as a demand or supply region. So or as a demand region in this case. So that's just the way I want you to be able to interpret this quote unquote now voids. So let's see, daily time frame USD card, we still look quite bullish. All right, so if I thought we're looking out for anything right now on the lower time frames, we should be going with that flow. We should be going with that flow. If you place correlation with it, all right, remember what we said for the DXY, remember, expecting price to possibly come towards the downside to recover that fair value gap on DXY. And I think we should get to see an equivalent movement from an equivalent movement on USD card also. So maybe we should get something like this right now, right before we continue below. Should we show retracement to before the buy rather. Let me withdraw that. Let me withdraw, not withdraw. So let's see on the 2 hour time frame that I can find. So I might just watch out for that to hold up till I might just use this last candle that already swept the liquidity of the previous candle, or the longest bearish candle as it was there. All right, and to be more precise, I might just watch out for price to drop as far down as the 50% of this region. All right, for you, you might just watch out for the top, and then if you're looking out for sales, you might just watch out for the top and then move your mind from it. But all the same, at least price should still drop towards the 50% region. Then we should get the continuation for the buy. So this is currently my bias for this week, or at least for the next few days on USD card. Right, because this is something that can be fulfilled in a day and can also be fulfilled in 2 days, 3 days. So, and depending on the amount of volume and amount of volume that we get to see in the market. So that's it for USD card. Next up, let's look at GBP, JPY. I think this was last week. GJ actually, let me not say play with my emotions. It didn't play with my emotions at all. I was just expecting it to still, move up a bit, and then told me, no, I'm not going to get there. All is well. All right, so let's see. Let me remove this previous drawings and let's see what exactly we should be able to pick up from GJ. Let's see it on the daily time frame first. Hmm. 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 The funny thing is that coming from I'm seeing this weird. I don't know if it's my eyes or maybe I'm just imagining this. Just humor me for a second, please. I'm coming. Just humor me for a second, please. It might be more than a second, but just still humor me. All right, I know that word. That definitely. I'm seeing I don't know if it's called a pennant anymore. I've already forgotten the exact name. It looks like a pennant formation on GG on the daily time frame, and I wanted to see if I could actually connect the lines. But since I wasn't able to do that, I might have been able to get it if I used the line chart. But all the same, let's just leave it and see what we can currently work with right now on GJ. I think GJ, we might actually see GJ continue bearish. All right. We might actually see GJ continue bearish. Well, I think again we got to see that gap also on GJ. Impressive. That's actually interesting. So we got to see again, that gap on GJ. So let's see. 2 hour time frame, 4 hour time frame basically are still saying similar things. And again, we are still saying there has to be here. There's this guy that seems to be pushing price massively. Yeah, there's this region around here. Let me just pull that to the end of that candle there. All right, around there we're getting to see this, substantial push towards the upside. Very sure if it should also be in between our 76.4 region towards the 88. Yeah, so yeah, I see that. So that being said, I think we should still get to see a form of bullish retracement before price continues bearish. A form of bullish retracement before price continues bearish. So I'll be expecting something like this. All right, so just give me a minute so I'll be able to at least mark out all the regions that I'm watching out for overall. So something like this is what I'll be expecting right now on GJ. So that is a buy up to this point, and then we get to see a sell. So, I didn't give the coordinates for USD card, so I'll go back right now and I'll do that before. GJ, all right, my coordinate for the sell be somewhere anywhere between 193.020 and 192.240. 193.020 and 192.240. That will be my coordinate for the sell continuation. My coordinate for the buy continuation on USD card between 1.44883, yes, and 1.43671. So a sell to buy, all right, on USD card. On JP, JPY, I think it's a buy to sell. Am I correct? Yes, a buy to sell for GJ. So how that is clear for those commodities. Let's move. Next up, GBP USD. Again, you can see a gap, and what you are currently seeing is your price is just trying its best, all right, to come and recover all this, just fill this void up. Just fill this void. All right, so towards that end, why did I feel like was this something we did on Thursday? Seems like this was a zone we marked out on Thursday for the buys, but interesting. So um let me quickly check this guy on the 4 hour time frame. Okay, from the hour time frame, it seems like this buy is going to actually last quite a bit on GU. Coin buy should still move quite a bit. I think to be safe, to be very, very, very safe. If you're on the buys, you should stop your buys when price gets to somewhere around here, possibly, or maybe even below that. If you're on the buys right now on GU, you should stop your buys to be safe anyway, unless you've done prior analysis to take price higher than that, maybe around 1.23859, 1.23859. All right, but I think the buy should at least at the very or at the very let's use at the very least get to here. All right, so let's see. Again, so we're going to see a simple buy impulse retracement, move on this guy. This was the last point I was about to see this retracement happen from. So let me delete this right now. This is our next, or this is the next target as the case is. So if you're on a swing trade or you're a swing trader, I think this would be your overall target from maybe the daily time frame. Cross check with what I can see here right now. Oh, interesting. 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 Very, very interesting for me. So I think this is what I'll be expecting right now. I think this is what I'll be expecting right now. From what I just saw, I think this is what I'll be expecting right now. Does this play out? I want to force it. This already is not. Okay. All right. So yeah, so this is better. All right. So I think we might get to see this a sell from around here. What I can see right now, GBP USD, I think I'm watching out for a sell around anywhere between 1.24724 and 1.24144. 1.24724 and 1.24144. So I'm still expecting that buy. All right, at least up to that point, then we should watch out for possible sell entries from there. So that is okay. All right, for GBP USD right now. Next up, let's go to G card and GA. All right, but if you have any, commodity you just want me to look at, if you have any commodity or pair you want me to look at, just drop it in the chat box and we'll look at it together. So let's see, GBP card. Why does it look like the gap has been filled up on this guy already? Yes, it has. So in this case, you can see that this last candle, or this bullish candle here, actually just filled up this gap that was left behind. Very, very beautiful. Very beautiful candle that was formed there. Very don't mind me. So towards that end, I think at least on the 12 hour time frame, let me see on the daily time frame to be sure. Okay. Daily time frame sentiment is giving me to believe that we might still see some level of I might get to still see some level of bearishness. Right, so this is our current supply region, first touch, second touch. This guy might not hold up as much as it wants to, or as much as it should rather. So even though overall I'm watching out for that little bit of a buy movement, let me confirm something. Okay. So let's see. Hmm, I'm seeing like two different things on G card, so I'm trying my best to. Oh, all right. Okay. I'll come to the 1 hour for this. I'll come to the 1 hour for this because I'm seeing something on the lower time frame that I want to just clarify. Definitely, I'm watching out for short sales, right? I think you can watch out for some shorts on G card for the meantime, or at least up to this point, or between 1.80224 and 1.79911. All right, so for some shorts, at least towards that point, then we should get to see the price. But this is what I would say: if you're going to be actually short, you can stop around, the upper bound guys around 1.80224. All right, then watch out for a break and retest. So if you get to see that this gets broken, you should be able to get another re-entry. You get to see a break and retest of this POI here, you should be able to get the re-entry for your sales from there. Because from what I can see on the daily time frame, it looks like price is trying to go bearish. All right, but this eye here, all right, I said this supply hasn't actually been broken, all right? It's still actually holding up quite well. So this is already looking more or less like strong pivot region, and price has actually not broken out of it yet. So I want to still see a definitive move when we get to price come inside there again. But for now, sell to buy looks to be my bias for GB card. So again, I hope that is clear for GB card. If you have any commodities you want us to look at together, let's drop it in the chat section and can do that. All right, so next up, I'll look at GBP AUD. GBP AUD, let's see GBP AUD together. Power Ranger. Okay. Very interesting. So daily time frame for GBP AUD looks like price still wants to continue bullish. 4 hour time frame also, I think we're still seeing some level of correlation with that. Let me see on the 2 hour time frame. All I'm just doing basically right now is just marking out where exactly I expect price to just give a short retracement to before I get substantial buys. So let me use this point here. Yes, let me use that point. Let me see it on 2 hour time frame. So am I just watching out for, okay, since we are here now. So right now on GA, this will be my next point to watch out for buys from. What I'm expecting right now will be maybe something towards this end. All right, so something towards this end is what I'm expecting on GA right now. Buy entries for me will be around 1.99890 and 1.99655. Anywhere in that zone, 1.99890 and 1.99655 will be my PY for the buys on GBP. So I'm watching out for that for prices to move up a little bit. Now the reason why I give the initial buy move because I'm seeing this candle here. All right, to give us that possible sell. Just a very, very short retracement, and then we get to see price continue towards the upside. I hope that is clear for GA. Uh, all right, so that's it for GBP AUD. Next up, let's look at AUD USD. So I'll do AU before the stream ends. I'll do AU EU, and which one again? I'll do AU EU. I'll still do UG. Yes, I'll definitely touch on UG. All right, so let's see AU again. I'm expecting price to just still come towards the upside, but let's look at it from the daily time frame. All right, already giving us that very massive rejection, meaning that there is some form of support that has either been made or that might be a psychological level. All right, but all the same, let's still see. This is an all-time low for this guy. Allow me to just quickly cross check something, please. No, definitely not. Definitely not. All right, definitely not. So, oh, but there's a very very massive, this is what they call them again, rally based rally demand around here, very massive one. But this is just on the day on the weekly time frame rather. That is where we're seeing, where we go to that initial touch and where I get to see price, playing out from right now. So this is on the weekly time frame. I'm just showing you this is not. I don't expect you to necessarily be trading from the weekly time frame. All right, but it's nice to have it at the back of your mind anyway. So for this guy right now, I think I'm watching out for again. I am still watching out for price to sweep this guy out, and possibly continue bearish. But I want to confirm that bearish bias from the daily time frame instead. Because currently on AU, it seems like price is willing to push higher because we've seen this initial break. So let me delete this further. As I was saying earlier, currently on AU, it seems that price is willing to push higher. I'm coming. Let me just make sure that you can see that as clearly as possible. Right, so we're going to see that this previous high here, right, was already taken out, all right, and we're going to see that drop, that little drop towards the downside. Market open with a gap. So whatever we're going to see right now is price just trying to fill that void up. So I think for me right now, I'm watching out for this buy, at least up to here. I'm watching out for sales to be from there. Let me continue to our time frame. I believe that this buy should still take us as far up as this region here. So this would be basically my supply right now is between 0.62625 and 0.62301. Again, 0.62635 and sorry, 0.62625 and 0.62301. That's my current supply on AU. All right. That way I'm watching out for any sales that might show up. All right. For the meantime, since I've seen that this previous area was broken, I'll be what's the word I should use? I'll be watchful. I'll be cautious. Yes, let's just say I'll be cautious for the meantime. So at least I expect the buys to still last up to that point. Then from there, I'll be watching out for the possibility for sales. So if you're watching out for your sales, just watch out for price action when you get to see price enter that region that I marked out there. All right, so that is clear for AU. Let's see EU. Yeah, let's look at Euro USD also. Then we'll look at UJ. And I think after that, we might have to call it a session. We've already spent close to, I think, about 41 minutes or so on this call. Wow. Wow. All right. So let's see. Smells like one very massive buy is about to come on EU. So, go ahead. Right, so on EU, I expect this to then this will be my current uh or at least the buy should last at least up to this point. Even though overall I'm seeing a very, very, high probability of us having a very long buy coming soon. Sorry, just give me a minute, okay? Yeah, okay. So, um, Possible sell entries will be anywhere between 1.04331 and 1.03 um 826, 1.04331 and 1.03826. That'll be my possible, entries for sales of this guy. But for the meantime, I think we're still going to be quite bullish, at least today, possibly into tomorrow. Anyway, this is almost 2 o'clock, so we should get to see some interesting moves when the next session opens. Right, but so if buy at least into that point, if I get to that this zone is invalidated, and like I said earlier, I was expecting a very massive buy. Right, but for the meantime, I'll just be conservative with this. But if I thought I get to this zone being invalidated, then definitely I'm expecting that buy to take out this eye also, and then most likely continue for quite some time, at least maybe throughout the whole week, maybe even into next week. All right, so anyway, this is my current bias for EU. I'm watching out for sales from around here 1.04331 and 1.03826. That'll be the place I'll be watching out for sales from. But it doesn't mean I'll be entering for sales from them. I'm watching out for what price action gets to tell me when I get to see price get there. But for now, that'll be my that is my current bias on Euro USD. Let's see. UJ will be the final the last guy for today. And I think on UJ, I've been expecting a buy for quite some time on UJ. All right, from that zone. All right, but price has neared it about twice and then played its play. Right, which gets to tell me that from the looks of things, it wants to play with the player. All right, so this is a fiber region, which also you can interpret it as a rally-based rally demand in that wise. Power time frame. So let's get a minute mark it out properly. Great. All right, so we have that. I think I need to take you off for the meantime. Let's check it on the daily time frame. Okay. This one still seems to be holding up quite well. So it's very likely that we might get to see this zone still hold up and then the price push towards the upside. UJ sometimes can be very annoying. Same thing for USD CHF. Even though USD price it tends to look more, it tends to look like gives more moves, all right, than USD CHF. When it comes to which one gives the range, the power range has one. You understand what I'm trying to say? All right, but all the same, I think we should get to see. Let's watch out for something like this. All right, during the course of the week, you buy from this region. All right, during the course of this week, you buy from this region during the course of this week. I think I'm watching out for that too. Overall, buy region I'm watching out currently on with ASG price between 154.473 and 153.157. Again, 154.473 and 153.157 is my demand region of USD GTY. All right, so how that is there for USG I'm watching out for a buy again. That also hands out to what we're seeing on the DXY chart for the possible buy currently. So I think with these few words of mine, we should be done with today's session. But I feel like just doing one more pair, just one more pair. Yeah, so let's just do one more pair. Let's see. I would have loved to look at BTC because I know that some of you guys here might be crypto traders, but I am not a crypto trader. All right. When I look at BTC, I look at it to just know what is going on, just to have an understanding of what crypto is also saying, understand that type of thing. So let's see which of these should I do GN? I've had a weird relationship with GBP and ZD of recent. All right, so let's just quickly look at GBP and ZD together. Let's come to the forward time frame. Very likely we get to see price break above that. I'm watching out for sales at all. This will be my region for the sales. So this was the previous job-based drop, right? So let me mark the previous supply. Well, let's call it the supply. So job-based drop, was formed around there. We're going to see price to coming towards that base again, but it's very likely that that base at all would not act as anything for us to worry with or worry about rather. It's staying. Yes. So this one already was taken out by just the week right before we got to see this drop. So I want to see, I want to see. If you're looking out for conservative buys, this would be a very nice point to buy from. Give me a minute, please. Just marking out the points that I'm interested in or interested. Right, so I have these. So these are my two POIs right now. Let me just give us the coordinates first, then I'll explain. First, POIs between. So give me a minute. So first one is between 2.19841 and 2.19339. And my second POI is between 2.18589 and 2.18329. All right, so what I'm watching out for overall is for prices to come up here, right before we get to see maybe some level of sales, at least from what I can see on the daily time frame. That seems to be one to watch out for. Short retracement at least, or it seems substantial when it comes to the lower time frames, like maybe 1 hour and 15. But for the meantime, um, what else watch out for buys from any of these regions? I am tempted to say that we might still see this drop. Let me show you what I'm trying to say. I'm tempted to say we might still get to see a drop from here, towards this end. I want to be very, very cautious because what I'm getting to see right now is that what I'm looking at right now is a very, very impulsive kind of being trend. Which is this one that is currently on. This is on the 4 hour time frame, so this one should close in about an hour, 10 minutes. All right, you can see here on the chart too. I want to see this candle. If I thought this candle was not this impulsive, then a bit more calmer. But for the meantime, it's very likely we can see this I being taken out and the price will just immediately get to this point being possible we can get to sell. But either way, anyone you get to see happen first, this could be your guy. This could be your trade rather. Maybe I should just make that a bit. Yeah, just this could be your trade, or this one could be your trade. Sorry. Right, so this one could be your trade. So either way, I want to see this candle close before I give us a definite direction that price should move right now. I will not be what's the word I want to use? I will not rush and tell you that, oh, you can see a fair value gap and then price should immediately come back from and clean up that fair value gap right now. No, that doesn't always work. It is very likely that we might get to see the price will just push up a little bit, all right, and then after and see if that fair value gap doesn't exist before it actually comes back to that to meet it. But for the meantime, if I'm watching out for buys right now, POI one I've already given out the coordinates using 2.19872 and 2.19329. For the second point, that'll be around 2.18589 and 2.18329. Currently, I think I'll be bullish on UPNZ for this week, or at least maybe up to tomorrow, Wednesday, and then I'll be bearish from there. Once I get see price come into this supply zone around 2.23883 and 2.23276. Again, 2.23883 and 2.23276. That'll be my supply POI on GBP and ZD. All right, so with these viewers of mine, I hope you've been able to gain one or two from this stream. I hope you've been able to learn some things. All right. If you have any questions that you want us to answer, you can join us again on Thursday. Or if you have any commodities, maybe during the course of the week, something happens to you. I hope nothing happens to your account. But if you have anything you just want to talk about with us, especially as it refers to the financial markets, you meet us here on Thursday again by 2 p.m. West African time. 2 p.m. West African time. We'll be live once more. All right. Definitely, we should still have one more stream, maybe today or tomorrow. Right. If I thought that would happen, I'll be definitely sending the link out. But again, I do hope and I do pray that we are going to have a profitable, week. I will tell you one thing: so that you'll be able to, last and be consistent in the market. Please always practice proper risk management with any of your trades. With any of your trades. Even if it is the person you trust the most in this life that gives you the signal, please practice proper risk management. All right, guys, thank you for joining us for this stream at EFX today. Do have a very, very nice and interesting week ahead. God bless and bye, guys.